Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs podcast? Welcome to the Chiefs Blitz podcast, brought to you by ChiefsBlitz.com, your top source for Chiefs news. Our podcast is produced by Bowtie Sports and hosted by Nick Athan, Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, Hense, Todd, and special contributor, Fox sports reporter, and anchor, Harold Kuntz. Please like and subscribe to our show. Now let's talk Kansas City Chiefs football.
All right, welcome to the next edition of the Chiefs Blitz podcast. I'm your host, Nick Athan, along with Mr. Hense, Todd, Mr. Andre Tillman, and the other senior member, Lou Montagna.
Hey.
We are here. Yeah, the old dudes right here.
That's right.
Here. Yes, the guys.
Hair club for men members.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. It's going to fall out eventually. That's all I can say. I don't have quite the body for the Yul Brenner look, but hey, one can hope someday. You never know. You never know. All right, before we get started, let's talk about our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. If you're looking to play one of the best games out there, this is how you do it. You set up your account, you play 5, you get up to $100 in bonus entries. Just make sure you're legal and of age in the state in which you reside. And we make it simple. Just hit a QR code somewhere right here, or just go to Underdog Fantasy and type in the code Chiefs Blitz, and you can enter into having a great game. We got college football tonight. We had a great college football game last night, and we got the NFL playoffs begin this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and the monetization of Monday night. Is it Monday Night Football they have a game?
Sure do.
They sure do. Love it when the NFL makes some cash. But yeah, I know Kenny's a member. I'm a member. Lou's a member. Oh, everybody's a member. So just have a good time with Underdog Sports.
I'm not allowed to be a member, Nick.
I know.
I live in a dark state, if you would, for Underdog, but I do enjoy me some propositions, if you would. So where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, maybe next year we'll do a segment each week and pick the best bets. So we'll take it from there.
There's a thought.
All right.
We're breaking all sorts of norms here. I don't think any other show does that.
No, we break every norm possible because normal is boring. All right, and we are anything but that.
Making picks. I like this focus here we got going on.
This is
here,
good.
Hense.
This is good.
I gotta fix Lou's camera. So y'all go ahead.
Is there something specific?
Oh yeah, we're having a little technical issue. So hey Lou, okay, let's talk about it. Last night, one of the best college football games I've seen in a long time. I thought there was pass interference on the last play. No question about it. It wasn't called.
Yeah.
You know, something the Hail Mary usually never does. But man, I thought that was two quarterbacks that just trying to will their teams to victory. Yeah. And the sixth-year man, formerly of Georgia, goes to Miami, has a Cinderella season, is now going to play in his home stadium for the national championship. What a great game.
Yeah, but I mean, both quarterbacks, senior, if you would, I believe Beck was in the same recruiting class as Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. So he's a little bit older. Trinidad played a bunch of years at a Division II school in Michigan, Ferris State, won a national championship up there and was looking for a 6th year, but got denied. So I'm assuming,
is he a first-round pick?
I'm assuming he'll be in this draft. I doubt it, but I think he may have space in the NFL. He looks like he's got some traits and some physical skills that'll get him to play. Yeah, it was a weird game because Miami had like time of possession of like 67% of the game. It was like 42 minutes they had the ball, and Ole Miss had the ball for 18 or so. And somehow Miami dropped a bunch of interceptions. They couldn't score touchdowns, on all their drives. So it was just a weird game. And then all of a sudden they're behind. And yeah, I mean, then Beck leads an amazing drive. I mean, you talk about a kid a couple of years ago, they were talking about him being the first overall pick.
Right.
Then he falls off the face of the earth and he goes to Miami, and here we are.
Here we are.
He could all of a sudden his name might start creeping back into the NFL draft. So it was great, and expecting nothing less out of tonight's Big Ten championship not championship rematch, but a Big Ten matchup nonetheless, and two heavy hitters in Oregon and Indiana. So it should be good.
I got Indiana. I got my man Mendoza getting it. So I'm going for Indiana, man. I'm an Indiana guy. So I got my guy.
The Bobby Knight gods will be over the Indiana University.
I'm with you. I'm with you, St. Clair. Indiana all day, man.
Some would say the coach Cignetta's favor is there. We got the Paisan coach in Indiana. Come on now.
Come on, Elijah. Number 13, Mendoza. You high on my board, baby. You high on my board, baby. Let's go. Maggie, that's right. Shit.
So with that said, let's get into to some of the updates that's happening around.
What do we have? I mean, is anything going on in Chiefs Kingdom? Anything to talk about?
Hey man, here you go, Hense.
We gotta see.
Let her rip.
We might be digging. Let's see. I got plenty on my plate, but let's see what's happening here. All right.
Wow.
So I'm sure everybody by now, unless you're sleeping under a rock, has seen or heard of an IG post or something from Rashee's ex-girlfriend, mother of his two kids, and it wasn't good. I mean, the pictures were kind of graphic and hard to look at. She's kind of in a veiled way. I don't think she ever mentioned him by name, but you'd have to assume this is who she was talking about. So in terms of the Chiefs putting out a statement, yes, the club is aware of the allegations on social media and is in communication with the NFL. We have no further comment at this time, which, that's PR 101. You want to say that you are aware of it, but,
right.
There's no charges have been brought. Rasheed wasn't even named. So what are they going to say? So it's, again, a process, but it doesn't look good, especially coming off of all the crap from last season. If it is true, my goodness, dude, but she says it's been going on for 8 years. So it's not like he decided to, I guess, turn over a new leaf, turn heel right away.
Yeah, we don't know how old the pictures are.
Right.
We don't know when the pictures were taken.
Yeah,
it's clear.
It's all out of context.
Yeah, it's all out of context. And again, she doesn't name Rice.
Right. There was a post today, evidently, in several pictures of Rasheed, and maybe this was beforehand, with his new girlfriend at the gym or whatever. And the inference was that his ex posted those pictures only after that he was kind of making his new relationship public. So
we're not passing judgment. We're not.
A lot going on there. There. We got to bring it up.
Let's just say it doesn't look good. It don't look good at all. So
it doesn't look good, but it'll get sorted out.
It got sorted out. If not, we ain't going for love in the draft. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, well, we'll talk. That's gonna be one of our questions. We'll get to that a little bit later.
Now it's we.
Yeah, been we. Lou, have you been paying attention to me, Lou?
I guess not. I thought I was.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was. So I don't know. I get confused when you say we. Sometimes it's the Cardinals, sometimes it's the Bengals.
I bleed two blood types, Lou. I've been saying that for the last
evidently 3 or 4.
You got Bengals blood, Chiefs blood, Cardinals blood.
Joe Burrow is coming to the Cardinals pretty soon, so I'm not worried about the
I think he might have a chance with that one. Absolutely.
He's got that. Well, if he's taking Carson's path, he's got to make a pit stop in Las Vegas.
There you go, Lou. Yeah, you gotta follow Carson Palmer, man.
I think you're going to see several at least 2 or 3 starting quarterbacks who are going to be in different teams next year.
But back on that thing with Rasheed Rice, man. I'm praying for the family, because his kids are involved in the situation as well. So that's the sad thing. I always been told to walk away. To get too heated. And I always tell me and my wife, arguments. It's not arguments. It is debate. You won this debate. You know what I mean? And I won the last debate. Don't go to sleep mad. You know what I mean? Hey, go to sleep with a smile.
I think there are a lot of other issues, a lot of other factors here.
Play strip domino. Hey, if that's what you gotta play strip domino. And you know,
we do not advocate that on this show.
I'm just saying, you spice up
relationship advice with Hense Todd.
Yeah, I think you need a separate podcast.
He said strip. I say strip.
Hear me out. It stops all the nonsense. It stops all the, if you don't have
Hense, maybe you can enlighten us. What are how do the rules? How does it work?
What the rules are, whoever get the less points got to take off the most clothes.
So one piece at a time, almost like strip poker.
Oh God, where are we going? We haven't even started yet. We're not even.
Mine's is draw 4. If I hit a draw 4, I take out 4 sticks of clothing.
Actually, I think we need to bring Mrs. Todd on to actually have a real
let's get Mrs. Todd on because she has the rules for the entire house.
Yeah.
Hey,
she probably interesting. I think.
So with that said,
if it settles the argument without incident, I'm all for it.
I mean, does that really sell an argument, or you're trying to get?
Could.
Yeah, like I said, my grandpa always told me, you know what I mean. It's debate. It's not an argument. It's a debate.
No, it is. It is facts. It's all a debate, man. Like me, I love debating. So you know what I'm saying. If you win, you win.
You can't take everything.
How's that working out?
Cannot take everything personally.
Hey, listen, Nick. I have grown so much. Nick.
I'm glad.
I let them have it. You won.
I learned.
Hey, I had to learn too. I said you can have it. You won.
I learned the entire secret to a great relationship.
Oh, well, do tell.
Never say no to your wife.
Okay. Never say.
So with that said, let's get to the next update, Luke.
All right. So, per our own source, this is us, right?
Yeah.
Or no. Per Justin M NFL posted this. Here we are. Chiefs are among teams meeting with Syracuse cornerback Deuce Chestnut at the Hula Bowl. So this is there are some other minor all-star bowls going on now. It's weird that's happening during the college playoff now, but hey, here we are. There's only so much room in the calendar. So there's the Chiefs are out there talking to defensive backs. You notice there aren't many safeties under contract for next year. I believe Jaden Hicks.
That's it.
Maybe the only one. Shamari's pending free agent. Brian Cook is
Shamari's got one more year.
Oh no, that's right. Okay, so Shamari and Hicks are the only two.
Yeah.
And then everybody else
starters right now.
And the only ones that really play, Mike Edwards. I mean, he's kind of a vet. He's kind of been in and out of the lineup, so I don't think that we can really count on him. So no stone unturned. So here we are at the Hula Bowl. I'm not sure where do they play that now. It used to be in Hawaii for years. Do they play that in Orlando now? I think they do.
I think so. I don't think they're going to.
I don't think it's in Hawaii anymore. That was always a big thing because
one of the blitzers can tell us that.
It was like when that was in Honolulu and the Senior Bowl was going on at the same time. This is back in the day. That was almost held against the player if they chose Hawaii because it seemed like they were going there for a vacation versus we're going to the Senior Bowl to go to work. So that's just my old man quote of the day.
So Lou, tell me something about Chestnut. What you know about Chestnut?
I really don't know much about him at all. It just says there on the post that he's a captain. He's obviously been a starter for some time. I know Syracuse has put some good defensive players in the league in the last few years. And he's a team captain because that again at one point, I mean that's a big part of the evaluation because you've seen drafts where the Chiefs have drafted multiple team captains. You want leaders. You want guys that are adults in the room that really don't get caught up in a lot of nonsense and that can be leaders moving forward. So hopefully guys like that show up in this draft. I don't know if it's going to be Deuce Chestnut, but here we go. That's
you know what? Hey, team captain says it all. He's a leader.
Well, they got to be talented too, but I mean that's a big part of the evaluation of somebody that is elected by his teammates and so forth to be in that.
There you have it, John, right there.
Florida.
John, right there you have it.
There you go, Johnny. Way to go.
DeLand. So that's closer. That's out near Disney, if I remember right. I lived in that area for a bit. So yeah,
you met Mickey Mouse, huh? That's what's up.
Oh yeah, it wasn't nearly as big as it is now.
Oh hell yeah!
They had just, when I was there, they had just started doing the fireworks at midnight every night.
Really?
So, there you go.
Yeah. Lucky you, Lou.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would love to go to Disneyland. Shit.
Universal Studios broke ground while I was there.
Oh yeah, man. Damn.
So with that said, let's get into factor cap.
That just tells you just how old I am. So here we go, gang. It is Friday. Yes, absolutely. I think Nick mentioned that the rest of the league, there's some kind of tournament going on. All this Chiefs talk and trying to figure out everything and new players and new coaches and everything else. We kind of lost track. There's other teams in this league. My goodness, what is happening here today? So it's time for Fact or Cap. I will read a series of statements about the NFL, some including the Chiefs and some not, evidently. I don't know how that happens. But anyway, I'll read a statement. You can decide, hey, that's a fact. I'm with that. Or that's cap. BS, Lou, you are full of crap. No way is that true. So here we go. Speaking of that tournament, from year to year, we notice every year there's a turnover of teams. And you never know exactly which ones are going to turn over. Because if I would have told you at the beginning of the year that the Ravens, the Bucks, and Detroit were not making the playoffs, you could argue that all three of them were kind of written in as division winners, right? Now, some people were kind of concerned about Detroit. They lost their two coordinators. So, there were some people that maybe had some second thoughts that maybe the Packers were going to be really good, that Minnesota, hey, JJ McCarthy might get them over the top. The Bears, hey, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and lo and behold, here we are. And the Ravens just never really got going. I mean, it's just been a really strange year for them. You think with a couple of superstar, quarterback, running back, the defense is always good or seemingly. So anyway, all three of them didn't make it. So the statement is this. Of those three, now we know the Chiefs could certainly be in this conversation, no doubt about it, but we talk about them a lot on this show. So of those three, the Ravens were the most disappointing team of the 2025 season. Fact or cap?
I would say that is a strong cap. I have to say is Detroit Lions. Looking at the Detroit Lions on the board, man, you seen what they was last year. Then they almost made it to the Super Bowl. Now looking at them now, you're like, what's going on with them? You don't know what to, know what to call them. But yeah, I'd say that would be a cap. I'd say the Detroit Lions. You kind of see that was going to happen with Baltimore. You kind of see, the writing on the wall with them. But I'd just say that had to be a strong cap because it's the Detroit Lions with me.
You saw the Ravens falling off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said they weren't going to make the playoffs.
Wow, look at Nick. All right, bring it, Nick. What do you got?
I mean, it's a cap. I mean, I think the Bucks, to me, in a division that was just so woeful from top to bottom, that they flamed out this year. Baker Mayfield was up for NFL Player of the Year at one point, and that organization is a mess. That's the biggest surprise to me. The Lions, I think it's semi-predictable. They've been playing at a high level. It's really, I think since they peaked, in the NFC Championship game a couple years ago when they had a chance to face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I think they've had spurts of playing great football. But I think the Bucks, to me, is the biggest disappointment. I didn't see that one coming. I thought they'd win that division.
6-2 riding high, easy division. Like you said, Baker was an MVP talk, and it comes down to a three-way tie where they relied on the Falcons, or they relied on the Saints, and it didn't get done. What do you say, Coach?
Man, I'm going fact, man. Baltimore is the shocker because that's Lamar Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? It's shocking, man, because the way they went out, man, shocked the shit out of me, man. I thought Baltimore was going to get it done. It's a bummer, but yeah, it's fact all day because Baltimore, they go every year, man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, the personnel in a sense, man, it's Baltimore, man.
All right, so we got a Ravens, we got a Bucks, and what was the other one? Detroit.
Yeah.
Was that yours, Hense?
Yeah, Detroit.
I mean, all three. I don't know how you separate these. I mean, to me, it was just Baltimore because they miss a kick,
right?
And all of a sudden, the coach gets fired, and the thing just kind of unravels. But even in that division, coming into it, I mean, if you're assuming like full health for Burrow and what Rodgers was going to do for the Steelers and everything else, I still expected them to win that division. Pretty ugly though, and something that Nick said kind of reminded me that after losing that championship game to San Francisco, now it was a little out of context when he said it, but Dan Campbell to his team said, "Hey, you got to cherish these opportunities. You may not make it back."
Exactly, that's my whole point.
And then last year, as the 1 seed, Washington goes into Detroit and beats them on their own field. They lose their 2 coordinators. I don't know what's happening. And again, a lot of injuries again this year. So, I mean, you can make a case for any of them, but I'll stick with Baltimore.
No Burrow, no Jackson, no Mahomes.
Now, if you hadn't noticed, and that means everybody here on the panel and in the chat and listening, that it's draft season. Again, really? that tournament is being played, but we don't care. It's draft season.
Right. It's all about the draft.
So looking back at last year's draft, I mean, it's easy to kind of look back and just look at the first round and say, okay, who were kind of like the hits and who were the misses, at least in their first year. But I want you to kind of take that out of your mind for a minute and just everybody from the second round on, what are some of the rookies that really stood out? Okay. Throw some names at you. Tell me if you've heard this story before. A 7th round running back from Rutgers University leading his team into the playoffs, most touches, most yards, so forth. Kyle Monangai. Yes, that Kyle Monangai of Rutgers and his former teammate, Pops on his way out, Kyle on his way in. And oh, by the way, his coach is Eric Bieniemy, but whatever. 947 yards from scrimmage, 4.6 yards average, 5 TDs. But I think it's just the style with which he plays. It looks like a guy that, hey, as everybody thought the Chiefs got a steal with Pops, Kyle Monangai, a little bit different type of player. Still runs like as hard can be. An angry runner, if you would. Props to Kyle Brandt and GMFB.
Yes.
The Browns had several picks that were good, but Carson Schwessinger, the linebacker from UCLA with the 33rd pick, he's the presumed defensive rookie of the year. 156 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. And the guy was really, really good and will patrol the middle of that defense for the Browns for years to come. So that was another good one. And then this one really hits because you had a Florida wide receiver, hadn't played that much, but Shamiri Dike from Tennessee, 103rd pick, 48 catches, 423 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not really huge, but he had 2 punt return touchdowns, and he set the rookie all-purpose yards record that was set previously by Hall of Famer Tim Brown in 1988. 2,427 yards. So those are just 3. You guys probably have your own favorites and so forth. But the statement is this. Given all that among those 3, actually, Tyler Shuck, the quarterback from the last team he was with was Louisville, is the best rookie selected outside of the first round. Factor cap, Hensley.
I want to say that is a fact. That is Coach's guy. I'm not going to take credit. It's Louisville. That's Coach guy, man. Coach been raving about this guy for a long time, and he came out to show providence.
Yeah, he was in college for like 12 years, so yeah, it was a long time.
He's got wisdom.
He got wisdom.
Yeah,
he got wisdom. But other than that, man, I just say, yeah, that's a fact, man. All that you broke down, you know, the list that you ran down, the Bible.
You can enter your own. You can enter your own if you like. Yeah, no big deal. If you say cap, you can enter whoever you like as that best one. Who you got, Nick?
I'm going to go fact just because I don't think I recall all those names and put them in proper perspective.
Well, come up with your own. This the guy that you like.
Hey, listen, you got to love a guy that's been in college for 8 years. I mean, he comes out in the NFL and has a great debut. Hey, I'm all in for it. I mean, nothing better than an underdog quarterback in the NFL. Nothing.
Man,
underdog.
I'm gonna go with that.
I know.
I see what you did there.
Well, I'm gonna go fact, Lou.
Do we even have to ask?
Hell, not gonna gotta ask. Bro, real talk. I ain't gotta explain shit. I ain't gotta explain shit. You know what I'm saying? Bo already took it for me. Hell yes, my guy. You know what I'm saying? They found their piece, man. But it's all about the system you win, and they got the right quarterback.
They won a bunch of games. He only played 10 games. He was like almost 2,400 yards in those games, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, had 3 rushing TDs, but they were very competitive at the end of the year and won a few games. Chris Olave, all of a sudden, he was unlocked. So that was pretty nice showing by Tyler Shuck. Even though he was in college all that time, wherever he went, he didn't have that many starts. I think maybe 25 starts in all that 7 years or whatever. But for you Animal House fans out there, John Belushi, Senator Blutarski, 7 years of college down the drain.
Why isn't he wearing number 7?
You think? Why not? All right, gang. So, I have a third one. Of course I have a third one. It's to do with the Chiefs. Welcome back to Factor Cap. It's only been a week, but hey, Matt Nagy is back in Fact or Cap. It's amazing. Coach, you got to be feeling yourself here. So anyway, our Matt Nagy, who supposedly, according to some people, is just a big dumb dipshit, evidently has been requested to interview for head coaching jobs. I don't get it. Not just Tennessee, not just Las Vegas, not just Arizona, Baltimore as well. Hell, the Giants, Miami, and Cleveland, Atlanta, they might be calling at some point too. So, statement is this. He is a former coach of the year. Matt Nagy gets one of these head coaching jobs and wins coach of the year for 2026. Fact or cap?
That's a double. I don't know about that. Go ahead.
I would say that would be it's a trick question. See, you want to say fact or cap? I would say it's a fact on him getting a coaching job because I don't want his ass back here in Kansas City. Okay. But other than that, man, I'm just saying that. But other than that, I don't know. Go with the other ones you said, man. I don't agree with none of that. If anybody want to take a chance on Matt Nagy and say, hey, man, don't he look like Uncle, something like the drunk uncle that shows up that knows all the plays and want to play the back of the football on Thanksgiving? He does. But other than that, man, yeah, I would say fact, but not fact to everything else. Not fact to everything else.
Boy.
Coach of the year, man.
Okay. Fact, he's going to get one of the jobs. I think it's either going to be Tennessee
or Arizona.
I think those. Hold on. Let me finish. I think those are the two best fits for him. Obviously, the quarterback situation in Tennessee is more clear. Quarterback situation in Arizona with Kyler Murray on the move to a new team next year. We don't know what's going to take shape there, but that gives Nagy an opportunity in both situations to have, I think, the best quarterback option. Now, I'll say one more thing. The Ravens is interesting to me. If they keep Jackson, and I'm not saying they are, I would think Nagy would be a really good person to work with Lamar Jackson and turn him into a more efficient quarterback and someone who has a little bit more preparedness to face some of the best defenses in the AFC and the NFC. So he's not going to get he struggles.
Look at Cat.
He struggled every year. He can't win in the postseason. I've been saying this for 7-8 years. He's been in the league. He's going to be 29 next year.
Well, he's won some playoff games.
He's won two. Dos. That's it.
Well, it was during the Patrick Mahomes run.
It doesn't matter. we don't care.
Right.
So he's gonna go over there. You telling me he's gonna go over there? He couldn't fix Patrick Mahomes, but he's gonna fix Lamar Jackson.
Who's got to fix?
Dude,
who's got to fix Patrick Mahomes?
Maybe he's not a bad coach. He doesn't need The
fix.
playoffs twice. Was coach of the year. He has as many coach of the year awards as Andy Reid has.
A little elf on the shelf thing. What was that?
My God, just let it rest.
Nick was talking, and all of a sudden, a little elf showed up.
Jeez. He is gonna be a head coach again. There's no question about it. He'll have probably more interviews than any other candidates outside of Harbaugh.
Wow.
Man, Nick, because they desperate. The goddamn organizations are desperate. Shit, they're trying to get a filler.
It's not a matter
Take his ass to the Falcons. Take his
All right,
ass
we haven't closed out factor cap yet, so let's go ahead, Coach.
Man,
what do you got on
I'm
that?
gonna say cap. I say cap. Cap. Shit.
Shocker.
What was it really? What was it really a shocker?
Shocker.
Only shocker is if he take his ass to Arizona.
It's just interesting to me is evidently this guy that doesn't know anything about football, all of a sudden he's getting these head coaching interviews. Now, the interviews don't guarantee anything, but I think it does tell you that they have some regard for the guy as a potential leader of their organization. So, it should be interesting moving forward if he does, in fact, get any of these jobs. And then, coach of the year on the horizon.
Just stay away from Arizona shit. Stay away from Arizona shit.
I
don't need that.
I hear his wife likes the desert. So,
hey, go on, Lou.
You got that going for you. All right, gang. So that's going to do it for this week's version of the Matt Nagy Hour.
The Nagy Hour.
We'll see what happens if he comes back for a third in a row. That would be real. That would be really pushing the envelope. But as always, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Thanks for playing along in the chat, and thanks you guys for bearing with some of the statements.
Some of the statements. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey,
I'm sure that MN word ain't gonna be. We'll hear it again,
man. Shit. If Nagy was to go to a team and take them to the playoffs, man, you know how I feel. Like I be bashing players, but if he does that,
baby, STF.
I give it to him. I said, damn. Okay, Nagy.
He did it. He did it before.
I was.
Yeah, with arguably one of the worst quarterbacks to ever be drafted,
Mitchell Trubisky.
Yes,
he's pretty strong in college.
But other than that, man, let's get back into Underdog, Nick, before we go to the next segment.
We're talking about Underdog one more time. All right, Underdog.
Absolutely.
There it is. Woof woof. If you want to play one of the best games out there, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is set up your account, deposit of $10. I think it is. You can play as little as $5. You get $100 in bonus entries. And just make sure when you sign in, you go use the code Chiefs Blitz. And that way we get a little credit for that, and we can continue the club and keep it all in the family. So
yes, sir.
So with that said, guys, let's
get
into
logo.
What you got for us, Bo? What you got for us, player?
By the way, I love this graphic. I tell you, I saw that this morning. And I thought, man, that's sexy. That's just incredible.
Yeah, that's sexy.
It's some coaching shakeup.
5 guys who will not be running the Chiefs offense.
We don't know.
Shush.
That ain't what the poll out there said.
That's the caption. That fact or cap.
All right, the poll is out there. It said who is the next,
Here's who the fans wanted.
The fans want Mike. They said they want him. They want him out here. He's looking. You see the lip. He's like, "Oh, you guys want me in Kansas?"
I think that was my vote for Davis Webb as the 2%.
I like Davis.
Yeah, I think that was a loose vote because he was the only person that voted for Davis.
Yeah, I think I put David Webb on there instead of Davis Webb.
Hey, don't McDaniels wear capris?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay,
he can wear whatever the hell he wants to if the offense is humming.
That boy got swagger, man. You know,
very
what I'm saying?
stylish.
Yeah,
very stylish.
Yeah,
a Yale graduate.
Well, who's better? Who's better, Luke? Kliff Kingsbury or McDaniels? Who got the better style?
I don't know that it's better. Again, it still goes to the initial question that I asked weeks ago is just, okay, what are they going to decide to do with this offense? What's the philosophy going to be? And then whoever fits that best.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is also you have to answer, is Andy going to not just shift a little? Because if you hire any one of those guys, you're going to have to give them a lot of freedom, especially Daboll being a former head coach, McDaniel being a former head coach, Kliff being a former head coach. Now, Shieldhouse up there, for those of you that haven't heard his name much, he was a former quarterback at the University of Illinois. I believe he's from
They went to Rockhurst High School
from the Kansas City area. He's been coaching with Sean McVay, obviously seeing him in the Rams gear there. The interesting one to me is the guy right next to him there, in Davis Webb, who was at Texas Tech with Patrick. They were actually in the same quarterback room, and Davis was a couple years ahead of him. So he's a very young guy. He's only like 31 years old, 30 or 31 years old.
Would Sean Payton let him go?
So, well, that's just it. Because say what you will about Payton being petty and whatever, but if he has the opportunity to be an offensive coordinator, now he is the passing game coordinator. I think he works directly with Bo Nix as well as a quarterback coach. So that would be a promotion. Mm-hmm. And usually head coaches don't block those. So I kiddingly said, hey, it's Denver. They're not going to let him go to the Chiefs. But I think, Sean and Andy are pretty respectful of one another, and they might let that go. But the bottom line is it's going to be a tough one. I know this is going to be a decision that is going to be so polarizing in the kingdom, and it's going to be tough.
Lou.
So I think
we're looking for a sexy, Lou. We look for a sexy, not that shit. We look for something
Davis Webb. I'm going with Davis Webb.
I'm sexy, man. I'm looking for something sexy.
Well, look at Davis. He's even younger than Kliff. So come on.
Kliff got that swag. Did y'all see his house? That's swag all day, man.
Yeah, he has nothing to do with him being.
That picture was side by side with him and Patrick Mahomes.
That was a rental. He's gone. I don't even know where he lives. But anyway, look at Davis there. Get the hat off him there, Hense. Come on, let's get the full effect. But why? And that's the thing with all these names. It almost seems like the only people throwing these names around, including Eric Bieniemy, are people in the chat or on social media and so forth. I don't know if any of these names are even being bandied about inside of one Arrowhead Drive.
Yeah, I'll say this. I mean, obviously, Kliff Kingsbury, to me, he's the best fit. He makes the most sense of his college experience with Patrick Mahomes. If you read that interview, if you watch that interview he had, what kind of quarterback are you looking for to develop in the NFL? He says Patrick Mahomes. Well, I mean, I think there is nothing. Hold on, let me finish. There's nothing that I would. I mean, there's no way Patrick Mahomes and Kliff Kingsbury haven't either talked on the phone or had text messages back and forth. And I think the list in Kansas City is very short. Mm-hmm. I think there's probably 3 coaches of the 5 that they would consider that's on our list, and I think Kliff Kingsbury is number 1. I think he's the best fit. He has the most experience, I think, for getting this offense to a different level. You look what he did with a rookie quarterback, a season ago, and Hense's guy. He said he was going to be the best quarterback in that draft, and for a year he was. Last year, too many injuries, in regards to Daniel. So to me,
it could be Drake May.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not sold on Drake May yet. Play against better talent like Daniels had.
Damn.
But no. I think Kliff is the guy. I think he's the best fit. He should be the top choice.
Yeah.
He's going to be interviewing with, I think, the Ravens and
Tennessee as well.
And Tennessee.
For head coaching job.
And those are the only 2 that we know of so far.
That's a big difference.
But I think after this week, you're going to start hearing rumblings next week, especially if Nagy is hired next week.
Yeah.
I was led to believe this was going to be a quick decision, Nick.
Well, I think the Harbaugh thing has messed things up a little bit.
Really?
I think you're looking at probably the Bills if they lose, and maybe a couple other teams if they lose this weekend that may want to do something with their head coach that are in the playoffs.
Packers.
Packers. I think this shakes things up just a wee bit. If Kingsbury didn't have any interviews set up this week, then I would say, I would think that they'd be able to get this done. But obviously, they're going to give their respect to Nagy, let him make his decision. But it's my understanding. I don't think Nagy's going to come back, whether he gets a head coaching gig or not. He'll be an OC somewhere else where he can kind of, be his own man.
Well, he was his own man in Chicago. That didn't turn out well. But other than that, man, how can you say that? What statistics?
He got in the playoffs.
What statistics do you base that on?
Hey, based on look, man. Hey,
I'm looking it up right now.
Based on
hold on, John. Let Nick look it up, John. Hold on. Let Nick eat. Let Nick eat real quick.
He
John.
won some games. He's a double doink away from going to the NFC Championship game. I mean,
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I would say Kliff Kingsbury the best fit for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. If he go to Baltimore, you're gonna see Lamar Jackson probably get 2 to 3 championships. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I think that highly of Kliff.
That's your fear, bro.
I think that highly of Kliff because Kliff, every quarterback he was around, he got the best out of him. Kyler Murray got the best out of him. Baker Mayfield got the best out of him. Patrick Mahomes, he got the best out of him. Jalen Daniels, he got the best out of him. Caleb Williams, he got the best out of him. See,
Baker won a Heisman at Oklahoma.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
That was probably his best.
He just highlights their strengths.
He just highlights their strengths. You know, Baker left because Patrick Mahomes came in there gunslinging, and he said, "Oh, this is too much. I can't beat this guy out. Let me go join somewhere else." But other than that, man,
Oh my God! What the heck?
He gonna put this stats in. No, he didn't, sir. You tried to go ahead and read them, sir. You want to put them in there, Nick?
No, under Nagy from 2018 to 21, the Chicago Bears saw early success with 12-4 record, NFC North title, earning NFL Coach of the Year honors, ending with a 34-31 regular season record, 0-2 in the playoffs, and as you know, hence as Lou mentioned,
with an inconsistent.
They were a bumbling kick away, from playing in the NFC Championship game. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL, and he took Matt Trubinsky. End of story. He's not a terrible coach.
The end of it was 3 inconsistent seasons.
And he spent his Patrick Mahomes' entire rookie season being his quarterback's coach. I don't want to.
You said all that just to get this button, sir.
Yeah.
Who cares?
The elf on the shelf.
Who cares?
Hense on the shelf. Go have Hense on the shelf.
Who cares? But other than that, man, hey, I think Kliff Kingsbury to be the best fit for Kansas City. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh man, I already said my spiel, but I can say it again. Those two look sexy together. It's a match made in heaven because he knows them. He knows Patrick Mahomes, man. He knows Pat. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, fair enough, Lou. Go.
Yeah, I guess I would say if Patrick was really, I guess, struggling. Now, you could make an argument that he has because he hasn't been as good as his best. Now, his best was otherworldly. So
I got breaking news.
You got to take it with some context. Now, how breaking is it?
Very breaking.
Does it have something to do with Pops?
It has something to do with a Chiefs coach.
All right, go ahead, Nick.
Go ahead.
All right. According to Adam Schefter, Chiefs defensive line coach Joe Cullen interviewed today for the Washington Commanders defensive coordinator job.
All right.
So I do not expect Joe Cullen coming back either way.
All right,
Joe. There it is. I have some other coaching news too, but I don't know if Hense got the graphics. So
are there any other dots to connect there? Has he ever worked with Dan Quinn? I don't think so. But anyway,
no.
So if Patrick needed some sort of adjustment, the other assumption that we make is all of a sudden like these guys are joined at the hip or whatever just because he played for him in college. I don't know if that's really the case, but we'll live in a world where the Chiefs decide that we're moving in a direction where the guy we bring in is going to kind of run the offense. So now let's get ready for a lot more RPOs. Let's get ready for a lot more shotgun and a lot more spread, and bitch about that when it doesn't work so well next season.
It is going to work, Lou. It is going to work, baby. It is.
Everybody uses the letters RPO like it's some sort of ugly, disgusting. I don't want to see
of RPO.
And I can quote a certain coach saying that I don't want to hear the RPO ever again.
Because Nagy was calling it wrong. Nagy was calling it wrong.
Mr. Flavor of the Month. Okay, it's literally an option. The quarterback has the ball in his hands and has the option
not to call the shit again.
Okay, whatever.
I'm just saying, let the RPO
I don't know that Kliff is the best. I would say, I just have a thing for Davis Webb. I just think he's kind of a budding superstar in the coaching ranks, and I think they would actually have a legitimate shot at getting him.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. I would take any of the 5.
That goes to the next question. Go ahead.
All right, what's the next question? Would McDaniels or Webb bring? What would they bring to the offense?
Go ahead, Lou.
Well, if McDaniels is running his offense, right, it's going to be a lot of quick passing and so forth. It'll look a lot more like San Francisco's offense. So again, if the offense now, it's going to take probably a different type of offensive line coach, right?
I have an update on that.
So I don't know if he would run the same offense he did in Miami, because I think he was just trying to cater everything to Tua's strengths. Obviously, Patrick has got any pro quarterback has got a much stronger arm down the field. Yeah. So from that part, it would look a little bit different, but the running game would look a hell of a lot different too. Facts. So I think McDaniels would just be a guy that he's just so much of a offensive genius. He would figure out how to best utilize whatever they have, whatever we have here. Now, Davis Webb, again, now coming up with Peyton, it's going to be a little bit more what you see Denver running. So, again, you're going to see some deep shots. You're going to see some play action. But, again, more heavily run-based, some short passing, that being an extension of the run game. So, actually, it's a lot of the principles that Coach Reed has in it. So that's why I think Webb might jive a little bit better with Coach Reed, and he would have a better shot of actually getting the job.
Right. Yeah, I mean, listen, I like go ahead.
I say Mike McDaniels. You know what I mean? He's Dexter Laboratory. If you watch Dexter Laboratory back in the laboratory, DD, the sister, was irritating him. That's your boy Tua. Tua's DD. See, Dexter Laboratory needs a mad genius. He likes a mad science, and that's what he is over there. So if he comes over to Kansas City, I would love that. Even though I like Kliff, I would love McDaniels over in Kansas City, because that mad science with another genius of older mad science of Andy Reid, Einstein of the offense, and you put the next coming of the mad science together, and he get the mold up on an Andy Reid. Hey, this would be a mad heck. They made him all over the NFL. So I have to say, McDaniels as well. Now Webb, you know what I mean? He's just a quarterback, a coach over there right now. He's helping out with the quarterback. So I don't know much about him, but McDaniels, I see what he did with the 49ers, the run game, and any learned up under Mike Shanahan as well over there as well. So him learning over there, sometimes people don't do good on their own, but you see what Mike McDaniels is doing, right? Mike McDaniels ain't did good when he left the dead on his own, but he came back and turned the New England Patriots into a powerhouse right now. Right,
Josh McDaniels.
Yes.
But yeah, if McDaniels can come over here and we get the sack for Big Macs. Right. Now it's gonna be McDonald's, not McDaniels. It's gonna be McDonald's. He's gonna be out there passing games.
You want that pink pudding food? Compared to McDonald's. Listen, McDaniel's to me, like Lou stated, is a quick thrower. You know what I'm saying? He's more of that. You know, he want a quarterback to have a quick release, right? And the run game has to be potent. And I do agree that McDaniel's would turn this offense around, right? Because he did it with little arm Tua. You know what I'm saying? He did it with Tua. And like I said, and that offense was pretty good. It's pretty damn good for having Waddle.
Well, they also had the common denominator in 10 and Jalen Waddle and so
That's what
forth.
I'm saying.
So again, and then with the quarterback he had, that's why that offense looks so much different. So I don't think it would look anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the principles would be there, but in terms of what they're running, it would look much different because Tua just, they had to play to his strengths.
On top of that, go ahead.
No,
on top of this, like this too, Mahomes got a stronger arm. We know he got a stronger arm than Tua. You know what I'm saying? And Mahomes can extend
90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's bad. Hey, that's bad shit. 90% of the NFL. But what I'm saying is this:
my neighbor Cat got a stronger arm than Tua.
Like Mahomes has a stronger arm, and like we was talking about the receivers, Chiefs got speed, just like the Miami Dolphins got speed. Because can you see a lot of emotions going on with the backfield with the Kansas City Chiefs?
Right, gotta get running backs first.
Yeah, he could certainly do that, and he's going to get the best out of whatever he has to work with.
Thornton, Worthy,
it's going to look a little bit different, but. Again, he's going to have opportunities to be a head coach as well. I mean, it's not like there's this plethora of big time candidates there's 8 jobs now. Yeah. And like Nick was saying, I mean, who knows what happens just because, Baltimore misses a kick. They were calling. I mean, there's a lot of noise around Tomlin. What if Houston goes in there?
I can see Sean McDermott.
If he goes in there, if Houston goes in there and just lays the wood to them, what if Buffalo goes down to Jacksonville and lays an egg? Hell, the Packers, the new president there is talking like, I don't like having lame duck coaches, but I'm not extending the GM and the head coach. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's one or the other. I mean, so is he done if they don't go on a deep playoff run? Mm-hmm. So there might be more openings, and then who's going to get those? I mean, there's only a few that are experienced head coaches, and that's, do you like Mike McCarthy? Do you like Matt Nagy? Do you like Brian Daboll? I haven't heard Brian Daboll's name associated with any of these jobs.
No, he won't get a chance.
I think there was a report that the Browns had requested Mike McDaniel's to interview for the head coaching job there in Cleveland.
Right. That franchise is a mess.
So, yeah, I mean, we could debate these different guys and so forth, but the odds of any of these guys being available for just an offensive coordinator position is very slim.
Yeah, it's gonna have to fall a certain way. I don't personally think McDaniel is going to come to Kansas City. I just don't see it. I think he's going to go to probably a different program. I don't think he would mesh with Andy Reid. Now Webb, I mean, the more you talk about it, Lou, and the more, putting the names together earlier today, I'm thinking the only issue is, will Sean Payton let him interview for a job in Kansas City? A, if they're still in the playoffs, and B, just the fact it's the division rival.
The only thing is,
just hold on.
It could set a pretty bad precedent within his staff.
Yes,
that he blocks somebody from trying to get a promotion.
Payton has done kind of an about face when he talks about the Chiefs.
Unless he promotes him.
Hold on. When he took the job, it was all, I got to beat the Chiefs. We don't like the Chiefs. He showed a lot of respect for the Chiefs last year, or last season, which I was surprised by. So maybe he's kind of, evolving a little bit. But to me, if they're going to take a real risk, if they can get him, I would say Webb would be a great choice because of his previous relationship with Patrick in college. And I think, let's be honest, the Broncos starting quarterback hasn't played great, but somehow Webb has got him grounded.
They won 14 games.
I know they won a lot of games, and I would say a lot of those games were a lot more of the defense, but their offense has struggled quite a bit. But they still
it's not like he's not a finished product by any
He's not a finished product, but he was able to keep him grounded enough and put him in positions to where he was aware of what needed to be done, and he executed them with his best abilities.
Well, the thing about Webb that he's got that air raid background. Obviously, he's running
all because of who? Because of who, Lou? All because of Kliff.
Well, actually, Mike Leach, or if you really want to go back, Hal Mummy. He's kind of invented the whole thing.
Wow,
but
look at that.
The bottom line is where you may not have as good a shot to get Kliff. Right. And if Davis is a guy that maybe he and Patrick had a good relationship, maybe Patrick would endorse him over Kliff. Who knows? But I'm saying, just from the Chiefs' perspective, a really young guy that's pretty bright has been responsible for coaching up some younger quarterbacks, and he does have that background. And then he's also had the benefit of working with Sean Payton, who has led some pretty damn good offenses in his lifetime. Whether it be at the Giants and then the Saints and now, with the Broncos. So you might get the best of both worlds there.
So let's get to the next question. Go ahead. We lost coach.
All right. Would Andy Reid give Brian Daboll his chance?
He rejected him once already when he came on board. He wanted to be the offensive coordinator under Andy Reid, and Andy brought in Doug Peterson instead. And I think he did a terrific job with Josh Allen in Buffalo. I think he made him the quarterback that he is today. Daboll, to me, might be number 4 or 5 on the list for me. Just because I just don't think those two personalities are gonna mesh. And so I would say I don't see this one.
Oh, why not? Go ahead, Luke.
I just don't see it because I think Brian's probably going to have some opportunities to be a head coach. I think his experience is amazing. I mean, we're working with Josh McDaniels, working with Nick Saban for a few years, and just that whole – and I'm not even talking about running the offense down in Alabama. I'm just seeing how that entire program was run, because everybody that – is anybody, whether at the pro level or college level, just feels like he just runs an impeccable program. So that, and then the fact that he did have some early success with Daniel Jones. It looks like Jackson Dart has had some juice when he first got a chance to start playing a little bit. So I wouldn't discount that. It's just that I don't think that he's ready to kind of take that step back. He might take the year off,
right,
and kind of come back next year for some for head coaching opportunities. It would be great. I think it really would, but I just don't see him being in that position to say, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Andy Reid won't take a chance on him. You know what I mean? Because I think he's going to go to Washington and fill the offensive coordinator spot. You see how he looked, in the draft, with him and Jalen Daniels, and he was breaking down the board. The chemistry was there. You know what I mean? So I feel like he goes there with Jalen Daniels, and they rebuild the Washington Commanders.
He's a big Drake May guy too.
Yeah,
I know. He's a big Drake May guy too. But I feel like Andy's a good offensive coach as well, man. Because he did have the Giants cooking. It just everything wasn't working out together for that team, from the top, from the bottom. So I won't put it all on him. You know what I mean? You can't prevent injuries from happening to your star receivers. Then you get your boy what's his name? Broncos. Let's ride Broncos. Wherever his name is.
Russell Wilson.
He comes over there.
Russ says he's playing next year. Russ says he's ready.
Maybe the NFL wants him. Maybe they do a Warren Moon.
Will Russell Wilson be a Chiefs uniform?
Oh God, no! Don't even say that.
Ain't ready. If Patrick Mahomes ain't ready,
I might revolt.
We're gonna start. We just lost about 40 watchers.
Everybody's like waving goodbye, adios.
But go ahead, Coach.
I'm out.
I'm gonna say he is a pretty good coach. You know what I'm saying? The injuries was tremendous, and also Russell Wilson been playing bad. Anywhere he go to, any team he go to, he just plays bad. He's not the same.
He's a bad quarterback.
Looking at what he did with Neighbors and Scatterboo and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe the man is pretty decent. He's decent to me. know what I'm saying? I don't think the Chiefs give him a chance though, but he's pretty decent. He's okay.
I don't see
Not bad.
All right, what we got next?
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen, and just unless Mike Kafka gets some head coaching looks. Come on back, Mike. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
That wasn't the next question. So
No.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, the last one.
All right. So let's talk about Mike Kafka. Do you think that would be almost like a concession type thing? Like that's just kind of like an expected piece. Like Andy, okay, he's young and he's been with him before, and we know what we're getting and everything else. Would that be met with the vitriol that Nagy on his way out is getting?
I don't see it. I've talked to several people, and I don't think he's even in their first tier right now of potential opportunities for offensive coordinator under Andy Reid.
They're delusional then. I mean, I don't care if they're delusional.
I'm going to tell you why I think that and why I believe it. I really do. I think Andy understands this is going to be his 13th year, 14th year in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That he has to, he has to shift.
I think
he has to pivot.
Yeah. He's done that before.
This is the year to do it. Yeah. And there are some very capable offensive coordinators that aren't associated with the Chiefs, probably for the first time, in a really long time, when you've got guys with head coaching experience, guys who have some sort of experience with the kind of offense he likes to run, some guys who have experience with Patrick Mahomes. I think it's kind of like the perfect storm. And I think the one thing that you must factor in, what does number 15 want? He's not, he's going to be involved more in, forget the draft thing. I don't want to hear about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm just saying he's going to have to have an opinion, and those opinions have to be respected.
Thank on your name.
Okay, shut up. So
I don't think he has to. I think he has. I'm sure he's in Veach's ear about things.
I think he's going to be more in Andy Reid's ear, Clark Hunt's ear, and Brett Veach's ear. And again, I will say with 100% fact, unless Patrick says no, that they haven't had a conversation together.
What about the kid? I don't know his name. I know it's a lot of kids. People keep bringing it up to me. The kid from the Rams. He coached there for 2 years. Offensive coordinator. What about him?
It's Nathan
Shieldhouse, the one that we talked about. That was a part of our graphic. Yeah,
he would be perfect. He would be perfect. That's a young coach. Comes from one of the best NFL coaches in the last decade. A Super Bowl winner. He's learned a lot. I would be all in on Nathan and bring him back. I know, he's obviously Rockhurst High School native. He would be Kansas City native. He'd be great. I have no problem with that. I just think all this being said, I think Andy Reid is going to pivot outside of the organization to bring in a fresh voice for the offense. And I think that's going to make Patrick Mahomes very happy. And I think Patrick will have somewhat of a say and certainly be talking to these candidates about what he thinks and how he views them. And his input's going to be in high consideration because Andy, this is the end of his career. He's got maybe 1, 2, most 3 years left. How does he want to finish it? And I think they have to pivot. They've already got one change in the offensive staff. They're going to have 2 more here. They're going to have at least 2 or 3 in the defensive side of the ball. I think they're going to pivot to guys who have.
Well, they're going to have to pivot a lot because once they get,
if they lose 5 or 6 coaches, that's pivoting a lot.
Yeah, and then also the coaching changing. Then you don't know the situation with Rashee Rice. Then you get that's going to mess up the value of what you want to do at number 9. Do you go running back?
And that's for Monday.
Yeah, well, that's an overarching thing. Yeah, the concern that I have is that Patrick obviously was in OTAs, training camp, the whole 9, right? I would imagine he's got a pretty strong voice in what plays do I like? Whatever. They go over the game plans every week. was he like standing up and screaming about this is too predictable. This isn't who we are. Why are we running this?
I can tell you why.
Don't you get that sense that if it was so horrible or so bad or so dated that he, of all people, the guy at the trigger, wouldn't be saying, you know what, coach, we need to adjust these things a little bit.
The guy had his best games when when he had the regular season offensive line out there with the injuries, and then Simmons leaves, and you take those games when he had his 5 starters, and I'm including Juwan Taylor, who was playing pretty well at one stretch. I think for the most part he felt more comfortable, and the offense was different. The offense became very vanilla because Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes did not trust the offensive line.
Okay, so doesn't that scream maybe it's
a new
not
offensive line coach?
Maybe it's not the scheme. Maybe it was just the fact that the quarterback wasn't comfortable because the offensive line wasn't
combination of both
quite the same. So I don't know that there has to be like this dramatic. We got to flip this thing on its head. I think this is a kind of a fan generated thing. They definitely have to make some changes, but it's all going to be based on, okay, what players are we adding? What are their strengths? Or what type of players do we want to add that would fit these changes a little bit better? And then, kind of, I don't know what you do. I mean, you got to either coach up or get some better backup offensive linemen or whatever that takes.
I think they're in pretty good shape on that.
But it certainly seems like if that's the case, Nick, that it was, hey, when he's comfortable, this system is great.
Yep.
Well, what does that tell you? Then you don't really have to change a ton. It's like, hey, let's make the quarterback more comfortable.
Well, only time we've seen him comfortable was when he was Eric Bieniemy. Maybe the Chiefs are waiting till the Bears get out the playoffs and they done. They bring back Eric Bieniemy. Maybe that's
They're
the
not
case.
Bringing Eric back. That's never happening.
Eric is coming back.
Not a chance in hell.
He's taking the throne.
He's not coming back. He is not taking anybody's throne.
He's taking the throne.
He's in the perfect situation. He is at the level of coaching that he can exceed.
Can he coach wide receivers?
He cannot coach offensive.
He
cannot be an offensive coordinator.
If he can coach wide receivers, sure, come on.
He can coach.
He couldn't land a job after he left Kansas City. He had to go to college.
He can come on and rock your jaw right now.
Let him rock my jaw all he wants.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean that's an interesting. That's a whole interesting dynamic, and it just seems maybe weird. I don't know. Maybe
Brian Daboll's got a better chance of coming back than Eric Bieniemy does.
I don't know if that's actually going to work. I haven't heard his name associated with
nothing.
Anything.
He didn't get a single head coaching opportunity.
Right.
Those days are closed. Those days are done.
So who knows what happens there? But I think to my earlier point is just everybody's just blowing everything out of proportion because they started losing some games and it didn't go the way it did. Right. I don't know that necessarily it was 100% on the scheme they're running. I think the scheme they're running at the end of the year was more based on the personnel that was available and just the offensive line being like a revolving door. Almost
the
all
the
five,
room for error was very
at least 4 of the 5 positions. Right. The only one that was unscathed was the center, Creed. And at some point, there was a different guy playing just about every position on the line. So I wouldn't be too concerned. Again, do changes have to be made? Sure, some tweaks here to what they're doing. But again, I think it's more personnel oriented,
right?
To me,
well, we'll see. We're gonna find out here in the next couple of weeks, I think. So,
yep,
it'll be focused.
Do we have Super Bowl? Do we have Super Bowl picks before this whole tournament starts?
All right, let's go. I got Seattle and Buffalo.
Okay.
I had to go Chicago Bears and New England.
I like that rematch of the rematch. I like it.
I'm gonna go Rams, New England,
1986. I'm going with the Rams and Houston.
Ooh, surprise!
I think just defensively, they're better than anybody in the AFC. CJ Stroud as long, I mean, I don't know how much he has to elevate, just a little bit. And if those young receivers start clicking a little bit better, I think that's a team that could.
Yeah, I might change I might have to change it, though. I think I'm gonna go Jacksonville. Jacksonville's hot, man.
Yeah,
Rams in Jacksonville. Jacksonville playing with confidence, man. They playing high right now.
Buffalo's gonna blow them out. Buffalo's gonna blow them out.
Jacksonville. Oh no,
it's gonna be the clash of the quarterback class.
The Bills and the points.
Drake May and Caleb Williams, man. I think that's what's going to happen. It's the rise of the young guns. The rise of the young guns.
Trevor Lawrence.
Josh Allen's only chance to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
if Josh Allen don't get it, it's over. If Josh Allen
don't get it, win a Super Bowl.
Somebody put out the list of quarterbacks. I think 12 out of the 14 were first round picks.
Yeah, this is it.
That which is crazy to think that, because you look in the AFC, everybody's got like a young quarterback just about to kind of build with.
Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the AFC right now. In this playoff, you can make the case that he's the best quarterback in the entire playoffs. Right. I don't trust their team. I really don't.
Maybe.
I think he's going to carry him. I think he's just going to do a Patrick Mahomes. He's going to carry him. He's going to deliver his Super Bowl to the Buffalo. And he'll ride off into the sunset.
Hey, if Goldilocks go out there,
he's a Buffalo fan.
He did. Hey, listen, if Goldilocks go out there and beat Buffalo, man, if Goldilocks go out to Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, and beat Buffalo, do you know how much scrutiny that Josh Allen is gonna get? They gonna put foots all in his ass because Lamar ain't there, Josh Allen ain't there, Patrick Mahomes ain't there. I said it's you. It's all you, Josh. So it's gonna be your take. This is your chance, your opportunity.
Yeah. Well, if it was one-on-one, maybe.
I get it though. Like, I feel you. Know what I'm just saying.
My son said, "Bills, Eagles." That probably get pulled.
Eagles aren't going to lose in the first round.
That's the wild card in this whole thing, because that's another defense that if Jalen Hurts could just play above average. Right.
Yeah.
And he has in the playoff runs. I mean, last year, during the playoff run in the Super Bowl, he was nails. The previous Super Bowl, nails, except for the, dropping the ball, and giving up the fumble six.
The previous leg, he was ass.
But plenty. So I don't know, because all the pieces are there.
Yeah,
Saquon gets rolling, or if AJ Brown gets, or whatever, the defense, I think they're as healthy as they've been in a while. I think the only one they're missing is Nakobe Dean, but that's a frightening one. I think at the beginning of the year, I think I had Philly and the Chiefs, and one half didn't work out so well.
Well, and what would the NFL want? Buffalo Bills open up a new stadium.
You want Bills? They want Bills.
New banner.
The Bills and the Eagles.
Yeah, Bills and Eagles, or Bills and 49ers would be the
listen, guys. Goldilocks is going to win it all. Goldilocks is going to win it all.
Sunshine, baby.
I'm telling you, he went. Could y'all imagine the hair commercials is coming?
Travis Hunter hasn't played in like 3 months.
Kick Palomalu out, kick Mahomes out. It's time for Trevor Lawrence to take over.
How about your coach of the year, Liam Cohen?
Yeah, you can make a case for that.
Case? Come on, Nick. It's him. Come on.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is
all right, guys.
He's unlocked the chosen one. This is it, baby.
Again, play a first place schedule next year, and then
the Prince who was promised.
Yeah, last place schedule. All the last place schedule teams are in the playoffs. Most of them. This is crazy.
Oh, Nick, you're gonna rain on everybody's parade.
That's crazy.
Like always.
Nick's just sad. You know what I mean? He's a Buffalo.
I am gonna enjoy this off season. I think it gives us plenty of time to talk about the free agency.
A lot of time. Yes.
We're not going to be rushed. I'm going to actually get a chance to watch college football.
We've got like 3 horses that we can all beat to death, and I know we will.
We're going to beat every horse to death.
We're not purporting cruelty to animals. So what is it? ASPCA or
who knows?
PETA. Don't add us or get us in trouble. It's figurative, of course.
Steelers and Panthers.
John, that would probably not be good for the NFL.
There you go.
This Aaron Rodgers, the last ride. Come on.
Hey John, who's watching that damn Super Bowl?
Not me. I ain't watching none of it.
I ain't watching.
But with that said, we want that. I ain't watching.
Yeah, these guys are football fans. They come.
Hey, I'm Chiefs to the day I die.
Well, that's fine, but you gotta watch. Come on.
I know. I'll just mess with you. So with that said, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining in on Facebook, YouTube, X. You know what I mean? Tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your brother, tell your niece, tell your grandkids. Hey, Chiefs Blitz is where it's at. You know, you can get all your
call
news.
The doctor, call the lawyer, call your preacher.
Subs. Please subscribe.
Let's go.
So with that said, guys,
Hoosiers?
The team, every victory we slay. Chiefs Blitz podcast with a real fans unite. Every touchdown score, we ignite the night. For tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yeah, it's never too late. So tune in live, don't miss the hype. Chiefs Blitz podcast, it's what we type.